The analogue system had been in about 10 years. It had been managed by Thorn, Access and Security, during that time. Some of the equipment was starting to fail and we were keeping it running. That was the main thing. But obviously from our point of view, the safety and security of our supporters is paramount. That comes first. As soon as we were promoted to the Premier League, the button was pressed, if you will, on the system that had been planned for the previous 6 months.
Their analogue system was getting to a point where it was obsolete equipment, and we were struggling to keep it going. And in light of their promotion to the Premier League, it allowed them to invest into an IP-based system with HD images.
Thorn are a great local partner for Axis. They're involved in many stadia, they're indeed experts in stadia. And what we really liked is they came to us very early to involve us in the process. They fully understood their clients' needs and were able to give us a full and detailed brief, and we could put forward the cameras to meet and exceed their needs.
The system we have now allows us to identify particular issues that we may have in the ground or outside the ground. But again, it's not just about looking for those one or two individuals. It's about the mass and making sure that the other people who are here to enjoy the football and come here for the right reasons are looked after and they feel secure. I think that's vitally important.
We're able to see a lot quicker and a lot faster the pyrotechnic issues. We're also able to see the coin throwing incidents, much smaller things that analogues just cannot get. The Axis cameras with the HD have given us that clarity.
The new HD Axis cameras have been excellent. We can certainly pick up any disorder, any events that are happening within the ground very quickly, and once identified we can zoom in, get identifications. Even with the cameras not zoomed in, the HD quality is enough certainly to get sufficient evidence for a prosecution.
For the PTZ requirements, we chose the Axis Q6045E. It's a high-speed pan-tilt and zoom dome. It's got an optical range of 20 times zoom and it's got a digital range of 12 times zoom. It really is the perfect camera for stadium. For the fixed camera, one of the main requirements was to provide identification of individuals from one end of the pitch to the other. The Axis Q1765 was the perfect camera in this instance. We know through extensive testing that we can read car registration plates at up to 275 metres. And with the maximum length of a football pitch being 120 metres, recognition of individuals would not be a problem.
We use the Mirror Assist spotter software to view the IP cameras. The software has got a really useful export function. You select the camera, you select the time, you drag and drop that to the export, you then start your export, you tell it where to export, and that's it. We found it to be super user friendly, really quite straightforward for downloading the evidence for the police. And what generally happens with evidence, if we have an incident, the police will request the footage there and then.
CCTV operators are constantly monitoring the crowd, and by doing that they can identify different types of behaviour as it's about to happen. And this can include lighting a smoke grenade, setting it off by looking down, not looking at the match. And these are the things that the Axis cameras are helping us pick up.
With the old system, the old analogue system, it was very difficult to be able to identify individuals because once the moment's happened, it's gone. With this new system now, we are able to go back in real time and see where the incident started and actually see maybe the person taking the pyrotechnic out of the pocket, igniting it, and even throwing it. And that's the huge benefit. And we've seen this season 2 positive convictions for people who have brought in pyrotechnics into the stadium. The new IP camera system allows us to create a high-tech system to manage the security and safety of our supporters while still keeping our USP, which is about our customer experience, our customer care. We can manage individual people and create a fantastic match day experience.